we're leaving Port Angeles right now, and this is where they keep all the cars, and right out there is where we came on. They can squeeze so many freaking cars on here. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. Look at they've got RVs back here and everything. It is ridiculous. I'm gonna try and go find a spot and post up, get a little bit of work done, and look out the window, enjoy the view. I really hope I see an orca. That's the big one I want today, is I really, really want to see an orca. We just got out into open water, and how rough are the seas, guys? Like, on the Richter scale, like 1 to 9, it's like, what, a 3? 2?
1, 3.
So how many people do you think are gonna blow chunks while they're on board?
3.
That's it, really?
It's calm.
Yeah, and people still do it all the time.
I don't know how many people are on the boat, but I'd say less than 10.
I feel really bad for the crew if anyone does, but man, it's gotta be the worst part of the job. We're just in the observation lounge for a good chunk of the trip, and well, it feels so much better out here. Just good fresh air and not bouncing and looking at a computer screen. The only time I've ever gotten car sick or motion sickness of any sorts is when he's driving and I'm in the backseat and on a computer. So you think I learned, but I just didn't learn. Oh look, Canada. Welcome to Canada. We left Victoria and came to, where are we? Sydney, not Australia. We're going to the distillery, because that's what you do when you go to Canada. You go to the distillery. Bye, Canada. Solid afternoon in Canada. What do you do when you come to Canada? You go to the distillery and then you take a boat back to America. Going back to America. That's the San Juan Islands. We just had to drop some people off, and then we can actually go back to mainland Washington. I hear there's a dog I'm supposed to meet though. Hi, puppy! She doesn't like me. Yeah, she doesn't like the camera.
Do you want to say hi? Oh, hi, Camilla. Hi, honey. Look at her face. Doesn't she look like Max?
A little bit.
Hi, honey. She wants to sniff. She says, I'm still not sure your camera.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too sure either. That little pup was adorable. She's from Costa Rica. You want to go take a look at a ship? That's the bow. And this area is where you can just sit and chill. And if you ever get hungry, this is where you can get food. And this is the front of the boat. It can also be the back of the boat. It just really depends on which way the captain wants to drive. Here concludes the shortest boat tour on YouTube. You're welcome. Holy cow, it's the next day. We got back so freaking late last night and just, oh my gosh, I went to bed and just zonked out so hard and it felt so good. We're now in Burlington, Washington, and that is, it's like a little north of Seattle. It's a little town up here. We got in, like I said, late last night. And then now we're going to North Cascades National Park today. Well, once my parents get here, we'll go to North Cascades National Park. Yeah, I got the key, don't worry. Stop number 1 on the way there. There's a visitor center that's like not even in the park, but we're just gonna try and save some time right here though and go and get this stuff done. I always have it with me, but not today because I forgot my national park passport in. Yes, I can still do that. We're good. I forgot my national park passport in Fiona, so now I have to. We gotta stamp one of these pages and then take it back and then tape it into Fiona, into my passport. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm stupid for forgetting. Not totally. Do we want to go to the back of the park? And then,
Yes.
cool, let's do that. We got a plan. This is great. But I'm driving, so we'll be going over the speed limit. But I'm driving, so we'll be over the speed limit, so we're good. So we'll get there faster. Oh boy. Man, I love going to visitor centers. They're always so helpful there. And so nice. I like nice, helpful people. Oh, can you smell that? Oh, no, of course you can't smell that because you're on the other side of this. Unfortunately, you can't smell this, but my gosh, what I'm smelling right now, this is what nature smells like. There are just massive pine trees all around. Oh, it smells so freaking good. We're not even in the national park right now. We're in some national forest, which is incredible. I feel like national forests kind of don't get the attention that they deserved. I'm okay with that. I think I've talked about this, about like BLM land, Bureau of Land Management land. Just national forests, BLM, they're very much overshadowed by like national parks and national monuments and national preserves because, well, those are sexy and get all the attention, but my gosh, there's just, I feel like this doesn't get enough attention, and it's just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, than the actual national park. But the great part about this and not getting as much attention, there's like no one around. We've only seen a few hikers come by us and everything, and nice and quiet while I'm not talking, and oh, it is beautiful, beautiful here. I would highly suggest, like, if you're in a place that doesn't have like a pine scent around or anything like that, you should just get a pine scented candle so then your house can smell like this all the time, because holy cow, I would love for my van to smell like this all the time. Wow, holy cow, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, wait until you see 3, 2, 1. Well, it's hard for you to see right now, isn't it? There it is, it's even better. My gosh, this lake is so pretty. Oh, wow. That is just absolutely gorgeous. With the lake all right here, and then there's a little cascading waterfall, or a cascade, I don't know what it is, but there's water falling right over there. That water is so clear. Parents are officially going to freak out whenever they get here. Something really annoying and kind of a bummer that's going on right now, there's a ton of wildflowers up in, or not wildflowers, wildflowers would be terrific right now. There's a ton of wildfires up in British Columbia, Canada right now. That's why it's just so hazy. So hazy. It would be so crystal clear air and beautiful, but freaking Canada, just stinking wildfires going on. So all the smoke has been getting blown down in here into Washington. But I mean, the sunsets and the sunrises have been incredible with just like a big like orange ball of fire. That part's been cool, but everything else, like the smoke and not seeing super clear, that's kind of a bummer. But my gosh, it is so beautiful over here. We got this newspaper thing that gives all the different information about just Cascades National Park and then this national forest and other national forests that are all around. And they were saying that with this trail in particular, just given that we're at almost 5,000 feet of elevation and just how far north we are, the trail usually isn't clear of snow until mid-July. So the snow probably cleared off of here within the past 2 to 4 months. And there's also like an interpretive sign saying, you know, all right, look at this tree. See how this tree is slightly bent? That's called a pistol butt tree. And the reason it does that is from all the snow that accumulates up here, and the weight of the snow on like these steep embankments just start pushing against the tree. And then the trees, well, like this one right here, yep, that one, and that one over there, and those back there, they want to grow up. but the snow pushes them forward. So what happens is at the base, they get like that curvature thing going on. They get that nice little curvature going on, like the butt of a pistol. Then that's how they grow. Man, you'd think like survival of the fittest among animals. It's also survival of the fittest among plants. All those ferns that you just saw, those are called leather ferns. I'm gonna go with leather ferns, at least according to my mom. They're called leather ferns, and she says that because she used to work as a florist, like when she was younger. Yeah, when she was younger, and she was taking photos of the ferns, and was just, I used to hate these things, just because to her they weren't cool, they weren't fun to work with necessarily, with like the different floral arrangements and stuff, but they were always like a backdrop of a centerpiece or something like that to like tie the piece together. It's kind of funny now how like out in nature she thinks they look cool, but like back in the day whenever she was working as a florist, she thought they were like really annoying and terrible and ugly and just hated to work with them. Dad, are your allergies killing you?
Not yet.
Yeah?
Kicking in a little.
Is this why we never had real Christmas trees?
This would be why we don't have real Christmas trees.
Family of allergies is why we never got a real Christmas tree around Christmas time. Always the fake kind. We're now back in the national park, and it is insane just how much the temperature has changed. It was, I think, 70s where we were in the national forest. Down here we're at lower elevation. We're less than 1,000 feet above sea level. It is hot. It's in the 90s right now, and it is toasty, 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 toasty. But the views have changed, and the trees have gotten even bigger. So that's cool. We're just doing a quick hike to end the day. I mean, you know, we come all this way, go to the national forest, and don't even go to the national park. So, you know, gotta do something in the national park, right? Ooh, wow, that's pretty. That view out there is way cool. Just that turquoise-ish green water. I mean, seriously, just seeing it through the trees right there, that alone is worth it enough for me. I like this. I like going and exploring and wandering. My mom has this thing where it is, moderately steep. My mom's got this thing where it's like, are you going wandering, hiking, or walking? And right now we're wandering, and that means just, going somewhere with no end destination. A walk is pretty chill, just not much up and down, but there is a destination. Hiking, it's a little more difficult, and there's a destination. So there you go, wandering, walking, hiking. Let me know what you like to do more.